Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. It's my favorite time of year. It's playoff season, and there have definitely been some nail biters.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. That's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Williams. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, P.J. Tucker is out there with T. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. And it's T.J. McConnell.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Now here's Giannis. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Pass to Okogie. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Now, here's McConnell.
New York foul. Robert Williams. Second personal foul. First team foul.
During the Sixers' process days, Doris, they developed lots of undrafted players.
They certainly did, Kev. Look no further than a guy like T.J. McConnell, who entered the league in 2015. Philly allows T.J. to learn how to play the lead guard position. He got plenty of minutes. He could play through his mistakes, and all that experience was huge for McConnell's game.
First one falls for him. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
And New York making a change here. Plumlee's checked in, and both free throws good for McConnell. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
McConnell scanning the floor. Tucker the pass to Quickley. From 11 feet away. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
And the pass to Okogie. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Plumlee. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Quickley. The shot that time not on target. Ready by Bogdanovic. Okogie, the pass to VanVleet. There's Okogie. Pass to Bogdanovic. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Quickly, following the basket by Mason Plumlee. The shot's good from Quickly.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Bogdanović. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The shot by Carroll, no good. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Van Vliet. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This guy is competitively tough and will not back away from physical defense. Go ahead, Fred VanVleet.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Quickly. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate it.
Bogdanović against Quickly. Tries from 10, and the shot goes in. Quickly's got his third basket of the night right there. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Okogie. Van Vliet outside. Bogdanović looking around from downtown. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now the pass to Carroll. Back to McConnell. Goes up again, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Van Vliet against McConnell. Van Vliet outside. And here's Plumlee. He's got 6. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred VanVleet ready and willing.
McConnell passes to Tucker. Now Carroll coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. To the middle. Here's McConnell. And the layup is good. McConnell's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Okogie. And T is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Plumlee finds Bogdanović. Shot from 6. Fades. Uses the glass to drop it in. Plumlee's got 8.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And for teams that have gotten off to a less than ideal start to the season, Doris, when is it time to start thinking about changing strategies or even more?
Well, I think if you're a head coach or a member of the front office, it always is an opportunity to evaluate where you are, win or lose. But I think the first few months, you've got to think about, all right, is the whole group connected? Are they working toward winning? Are they being unselfish and putting the organization first? You can answer those questions, then you can make your next move.
Passes it to Quickly. Back to McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's guarded by Plumlee. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Knicks. 4-point game. They come in fresh off the win against the Heat.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Here's Quickly following the basket by Giannis. Quickly, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Doris, I feel for guys like Emmanuel Quickly. The college tournament canceled his final season.
And that's brutal. You can never replace the excitement of March. But Quickly is starting a long NBA career at last. That 2020 tournament cancellation ended a lot of college basketball careers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Daniels, who's checked in for Okogie. Luke Kennard comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Rose in for Fred VanVleet. He's perfect from the line this time. Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of 1 playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now. Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Kennard finds Rose. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
New York leading by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Mitchell Robinson. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
Free throw good. Giannis. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Rose. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
The pass to Joe. Here's Boucher. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And he can't hit the second.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Rose finds Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes in. Giannis has got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
Knicks on defense. They're leading by 8. To the paint. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Well, Kyle Lowry has spent his entire career finding open teammates.
Rose up on top. While recovering. To the inside. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by New York. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Robinson against Antetokounmpo, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Pass to McDaniels. Now Rose, while recovering. Rose kicks to Kennard. Puts it up from 12. And that one goes long. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Lowry. Inside. Joe Good.
And this is why Kyle Lowry is always mentioned among the league's elite point guards. He can do it all. Score, defend, or create like a teammate, as he does there.
Now here's Rose. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kennard, the pass to McDaniels. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Finney-Smith passes to Robinson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They get it back. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Fans, your Clippers U-15.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. They've got P.J. Tucker. Emmanuel quickly out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's T. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The Knicks shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shot by Carroll, no good. New York leading by 7. Outside, Antetokounmpo, out to the wing. Here's Okogie. Carroll covering. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The deep 3 from Van Vliet. Kept alive by New York. And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Passes it to Carroll. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Quickly. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Bogdanovich finds Antetokounmpo. Over Quickly. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich. And that's 15 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Los Angeles calls timeout. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers Spirit. And let's give a big LA welcome to the Clippers Spirit.
So it's the Clippers now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 10. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Still Clippers ball.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. To halt the run.
They are really struggling from the floor.
Ready by Bogdanovich. For 3, Van Vliet. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter. Clippers trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to McConnell. It's Carroll on the wing. Drops one in from the wing. Carroll's got his first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here we go, all alone. He gets it in there. Carroll's got his second bucket.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Bogdanovich against Quickly. And Vliet on the wing. And another 3 for New York.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Now here's VanVleet. He's got 12. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Williams can't hit. Goes up on the wing. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Pass to Okogie. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
McConnell kicks it to Tucker. Carroll with it. He's got 6. The pass to Quickly. Pass to McConnell. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over VanVleet. He can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. Passes to Okogie. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And the basket by Okogie. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Wow, Josh Okogie, tough finish. That was contact by the defense. Excellent concentration.
Pass to Carroll. Back to Quickly. From past the arc. Back to Carroll. And the wide open shot from McConnell. Off target from outside. Here's New York. They're on a 19-6 run. VanVleet passes to Okogie. And here's Bogdanovich. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Okogie. From deep three-point range. Carroll with the rebound. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. No good. Good D by Williams. New York leading by 20. Here's Okogie. And T is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for New York. Lowry against VanVleet. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Over Robinson. The pass to Kennard. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. So for the Knicks, McDaniels, he's checked in for Okogie, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Bogdanovich.
Jalen McDaniels. Derrick Rose.
VanVleet against Lowry. VanVleet with the bucket.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Joe. Robinson kicks to Finney-Smith. And again, no good by the Clippers.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
What assertive play by Luke Kennard in the painted area doing work.
Lowry passes to Finney-Smith. Bounce pass Robinson. Pass to Lowry. To end the drought. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
VanVleet outside. Kicks it to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Back to Van Vliet. The 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just such a physical player. Williams has no off switch, which is how he gets these calls.
Robert Williams.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for New York.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Plumlee is checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And he makes the first but misses the second. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single 3. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Here's Kennard after the Clippers pick up 2. Back to McDaniel. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Joe. He has 6. Passes it to Lowry. Here's Joe. The 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lets it fly. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Joe. He kicks it to Lowry. Robinson on the wing. McDaniels defending. Robinson, that's good.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Rose passes to McDaniels. Now, here's Kennard. Back to McDaniels. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Lowry finds Robinson. Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Three-pointer, Lowry, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Pass to Williams. Plumlee with it. Outside Rose. Back to Plumlee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for New York, Mason Plumlee at the line for 2.
The first one falls. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Plumlee hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
There's the pass to Joe. Here's Robinson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Easy to see why Mitchell Robinson's shooting percentage is so high. He is so smart and judicious with the shots he takes.
Here's Williams, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal
And they keep
foul.
hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw no good for Williams. Pass to Joe. The shot no good. And so it's New York with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
I know teams love to rely on the three these days, but you gotta know when to get away. They didn't, at least throughout the first half. Hopefully they're making the adjustments, but sometimes teams just get stubborn.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Bogdanovich out there with Fred VanVleet. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3. The Knicks leading by 19. Antetokounmpo kicks to VanVleet. Bogdanovich dishes to Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Williams. So he gets them both. Clippers trail by 21. Back to McConnell. Passes to Carroll. And here's McConnell. 4 on the shot clock. Driving inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Fred VanVleet picks one up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For your Clippers, T.J. McConnell taking 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Knicks leading by 20. Pass to Okogie. And there's the pass to VanVleet. Tries again. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Master quickly. Now here's Carroll. And here's McConnell. He's got 7. Here he goes. And it's good for 2. McConnell's got 9. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Okogie. Here's Bogdanovich. Now Williams. 11 points in the game. Pass to VanVleet. Lets the 3 fly. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches. And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
VanVleet can't get it to go. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's quickly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for LA, Emmanuel Quickley. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. New York leading by 19 points. Antetokounmpo kicks to VanVleet. Williams looking around. Down low. Here's Okogie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Carroll's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
The Clippers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. The Knicks leading by 17. Giannis kicks to Bogdanovic. The pass to Van Vliet. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And the Knicks miss again.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Back to Bogdanovic. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 4 assists in the game. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 12. Tucker finds Carroll. Back to Tucker. Here's McConnell, covered by Van Vliet. Carroll with the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Clippers trail by 19. To the paint, here's Tucker, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
New York moving the ball around. Bogdanovic against Quickly. Bogdanovic, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. McConnell with it. He's got 11. Passes it to Quickly. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by New York. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Okogie. Now, Antetokounmpo. Here's Okogie. The pass to Van Vliet. Dishes it to Williams. Back to Van Vliet. Over McConnell. That one a little long.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Carroll. 8 points for him. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
The Knicks leading by 17. Bogdanovic passes to Van Vliet. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this is Fred Van Vliet doing work. Efficiency and productivity.
Pass to Quickly, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Plumlee is checked in for New York. Luke Kennard comes in for Josh Okogie. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 19. Carroll against Bogdanovic. Passes it to Kennard. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And Giannis knows how to compete. He knows you got to fight for those second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 12. The shot comes out. Plumlee with some nice D. The Knicks leading by 21. To the inside. Kennard misses the layup. LA has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Joe passes to Quickly. He's guarded by Plumlee. It's Carroll on the wing. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in. Carroll's got 10.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Back to Van Vliet. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Carroll gets it to go. 12 points for him.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Plumlee. Back to Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Here's Joe. He has 6. Quickly with a wide-open look. Sinks the triple. Quickly's got 5 points now this quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Kennard. Outside Rose. Back to Kennard. Shoots from the baseline. Count it. Good. Kennard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, the mid-range game remains an important shot to have in your arsenal. Luke Kennard makes it look easy.
Here's Joe. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Slam dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Outside Bogdanovich. New York moving it around. Rose finds Plumlee. Some solid defense from Robinson. Clippers trail by 16 to the middle. Here's Quickly. An easy 2 points on the layup. Quickly's got 17 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Bogdanovich. The pass to Plumlee. Outside Bogdanovich. There's Rose with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Joe can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Count that one. He's got 5.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard